Hello everyone, CaddywhumpusGamer here, bringing you another episode of Minecraft Awakening. Today's episode is going to be Agricraft and Magic Crops. There's going to be some items you're going to want to make. You're going to want to make a pair of shears. This is the recipe for it. If you try and look it up this way, it's only showing loot bag. I don't know why that does that, but this is the recipe. Grab those out. You're going to put them like this. And this is going to make you a pair of clippers, which I've already made a pair, so I'm not going to finish it. One of the other things you're going to need to make is crop sticks. Those are just 4 sticks like that. You get 4 of them. And then you're going to use that to plant. Now, you can't just plant crops on tilled soil or tilled earth or tilled whatever. There are several different types that you can do. And I will show you some of the things we're going to do. One of the things you can do is you can crossbreed plants. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a crop stick here and here. And you can see if we use melon seeds and we go over here, it's going to say right here, crop mutation. If we go over to the second one, if we have melon seeds and sugarcane seeds, we can get dandelion seeds. So what we're going to do is we're going to take melon seeds, sugarcane seeds. We're going to put the sugarcane here. We're going to put the melons here. And then there's 2 different types of crops. There's Agricraft and there's Magic Crops. Agricraft you can grow with bone meal like this. And these have to be full grown in order for a mutation to be able to happen. So you're going to place crop sticks here. You're going to place another one on it. And that's going to give you this crossover thing. Now you can actually use bone meal to speed up this process. So boom, there, we just grew dandelion seeds. So that's really cool, and we'll be able to use those. So now those need to be planted on regular soil. So I'm going to break these up, and what I'm going to show you is if we take this dandelion seed and if we throw it in here in the seed analyzer, and the recipe for that is right here. And you get one of those, you put this in. Now if I hover over it, it says growth 1, gain 1, strength 1, and the max is 10. So what happens is every time you grow this crop and then you spread it, so you can just go like this and then bone meal and it'll spread. Now if I was to break this one up, it would probably be like 1, 2, 1 or something like that. So if I just do this, grow another one, oops. And you have to make sure that this one is grown or the mutation won't happen. So see, if I was to leave that like that, without it being full grown, I can sit here all day with bone meal and just waste all my bone meal. So you got to make sure that's full grown. And then you can just bone meal like that. So we're just going to do this all the way down to the end of the line. And then what I do when I get to the end of the line, see, this one, all it has to do is sprout. It doesn't have to grow. But break this one up. You're going to save that seed. You're going to break the rest of these up. And you're going to throw the seeds away. Because they're going to be all sorts of different levels. They're all going to say unidentified. And I messed up because I'm not sure. I think it was this seed, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to hold on to both of those. And just analyze both of them. What happens is the one at the end of the row should be the strongest seed. And you could sit there and analyze them just to make sure. Okay, so this is the better one. So now we can take this again, plant it here, bone meal like this, double crop sticks, bone meal, double, bone meal, double, bone meal. And you might be wondering, okay, well, what's the point of leveling those up to 10, 10, 10? What does that do? Well, one of them is, oops, double. One of those is how fast the crop grows. One of them is how many items it drops. When you get all the way to 10, 10, 10, oh, I just messed that up. When you get all the way to 10, 10, 10, it will actually drop 4. See, this is 10, 9, 9. It will actually drop 4 of an item instead of just 1. So it's a way to make your farms more efficient. Let's see. Those are extra seeds that I forgot. Okay, put this here. It makes it so you can farm more efficiently. Because you'll only need a quarter of the space, you'll only need, you know, half the time, and it's a way to just get a lot more out of your crops. And I did it again. I should have, there we go, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so now we got a full 10, 10, 10 crop. Let's see, get rid of that one, and that one. So this should be it. Now, the next step is, if I wanted to, you know, plant a bunch of these full, I'd have to go, you know, like this and then spread them out or whatever. But an easier way to do it is you plant one, and the other number on there is how susceptible it is to weeds and how good a clipping will actually root. So if I grow this up and then hold right click on here, I will get these. These are yellow dye clippings. And since they're level 10, I can have these here, and I can just go, and see I already had weeds grow there. You have to be very careful with weeds, because if weeds grow, they will destroy your crops. They just turn it into weeds. So now if I was to take these and break all these up, even though I use clippings, I actually get seeds back. You can do it with, you grow cactus this way, you can grow sugarcane, pumpkins, melons. They all grow in a one spot area. You can also grow netherwort. That's one of the ones that I will be leveling up to 10, 10, 10. I also did Minicio seeds. These have to be planted on fertilized dirt on top of essence stone. So magical crops is a little bit different. They have strict requirements for what they have to grow on. Some of the other crops do, but more so for magic crops. Now these, if you plant them, you cannot bone meal them. It won't use the bone meal. It won't do anything. If you use a watering can, this is why I said that I was glad I got a watering can, because you can actually use a watering can for this. Grow it up. Now, if I want to mutate this crop, bone meal will work for the mutation, but not for the growing. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now with these, I'm going to run over here and sleep while I talk and try not to get killed. I actually accidentally went away AFK again, and actually managed to not die this time. I came back, it was nighttime, there were mobs all around, and none of them actually attacked me. So I was glad for that. Okay, with magic crops, these drop like essence. You see I got 4 from that one. Whoa! Let's see, nobody else? Okay. So if we type essence into here, oops, man, can't spell today. You can see there's onyx essence, agate, water essence, redstone essence. One of the first ones you'll get is actually coal essence. Where is it? That's obsidian, coal. Oop. Hit the wrong thing. Okay. You can see coal seeds, they'll grow crop essence, or coal essence as a crop. Those have to be planted on top of a block of coal with smoldering grass block beneath it. And in order to get those, let's see, coal seeds, the recipe for those, you have to have potato seeds and Minicio seeds, which I already showed you. And then you can force the mutation and you can get coal seeds. Now those are nice because you can work all the way up to redstone, lapis, gold, glowstone, obsidian, nether, let's see, experience essence, quartz essence. I think the experience, you actually have to craft those seeds. You can't just crossbreed them. But you can do a lot of stuff with this. There is a wither one where you can grow wither skulls. You can make wither skulls with it. You can also make reinforced obsidian with it. Quite a few things you can do with it. So magic crops and Agricraft is a really good way to start getting resources fairly early on in the game. In order to get the coal seeds, which you need for the other crop mutations, you're actually going to have to go to the nether and get either ash, or you will have to get, I can't think of the name. Okay, let's see. To make this, you can either find this in the nether and use silk touch, or you're going to need ash, grass, and fire charges in order to make this. and you're going to need the coal essence seeds in order to make any of the other, you know, iron, gold, whatever. But there's all sorts of, I mean, you can make amber, quicksilver, electrical steel, energetic alloy essence. You can actually make draconium essence. And then you'll actually use those, like 9 draconium essence gives you 1 draconium ingot. The iron is really nice because the iron, now I'm not going to be able to find it. Here it is. Iron is actually 9 of those gives you 8 iron ore, which if you're using the sag mill and a furnace, which is the thing that I really need to make, I've been doing a little bit of mining off camera, it will actually give you, not only will it give you 2 every time, but sometimes it'll give you extra, so you can get anywhere from, like, I think 3 to 4 ingots per ore. So that's a way better than 1-to-1 ratio with that. Just imagine walking up and harvesting 4 iron ingots off of one of these things. And like I said, you can use the watering can and just grow them. Diamond takes 9 essence to make 1 diamond. And you can get some pretty good crops going fairly early on once you get to the nether. Which before I go to the nether, I want to get Botania set up and I want to get Thaumcraft set up. And I think that's about it for this episode. I'm not going to do the loot bags this time. I do have a few, but I'm not going to do them because I just wanted to keep this episode fairly short and it's already running pretty long. So like I said, watering can for magic crops. For Agricraft, you can use bone meal. And you can always just hit uses on a seed and see, like if I use poppy seeds and sugarcane seeds, that'll give me cactus seeds. I actually want to make poppy seeds, so it's going to be sugarcane and pumpkin. So if I was to just grab a pumpkin seed real quick, and I don't happen to have any on me. Oh yeah, and to grow, or to make the Minicio seeds, it's actually any seed surrounded by the essence. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Until next time, CaddywhumpusGamer signing off.